Tiafwe, Yedia na bayo, Yedia na bay, a pestle fertilizer booster, a purely organic. Efrasa simu any of the massasino or body and sound of pay. Naminu Kayo say would be him. It is all the year for a ya dear Diabano, and as a war would you be Nasubia. Not just a Makia, I decorating Cananoa, ever fan to my pa, a dear fra. Nadia ma epestain, a dance so crown the say a near man would be a woo, na flowers near Diaban at Tigo, Jawadua. So would the epestain canoa and yet say magic no, a bear prum, na aswa babebre anwadimupa it is a say no piafo e benyeska ene anigye awo mabra bomua na utimi se anyasam ketwa kra e pesten e mammo piafo apanifo monfre ahoman na monje nkiremu ya ehye medie 0552 505723 ana plus 160 922 78043 Apex fertilizer booster piao mama piaduma ayane kapa making farming sexy again Apex 10 operation kill yourself Apex 10 plant your trees and crops.
Yo, what's here for any for making farming sexy again? Not just say Apex 10, no. Na ene yada obadi as say ayene pe na ye nyina yasan ahyia mu ene anwumrei na adwuade du say anachese mu nyina munim say ene yada soronko ye na wotwe akwantu a ye ba betu abribia saa time yi na ye emre a yeba ebesua bibi anase yeba betie bibi efri eye yankasa ye papa ye nua ba ma ye nana eye Rev.D and Adjei sa dwumadie ye dwumadie soronko na mesere sesa wo baso abomoden se wo be share se de wo nua bi se de wadanfo benso dwumadie be ye mfafro e de bemma no ejidi yakanyina ne se yeda mu nyina se abre nyina munya emre ede emayen na dwumadie yi dwumadie bi a adwuada bia CSC na watwe from no na wohia nkranhyesem bi wohia niema bi a wobetimi begina so ewo abrabodum mu na kyerese wo na watwe akwantuo no wobetimi ebetu enti na ye papa the very reverend Adjei Reverend Adjei wachiche ede amayen a kyerese adwuada bia ode ebrayen na watwe atwa mu ode bebre na brayen na minim se aye nhira aye mfaso ode amobia mesre obi biara wanyamre no obeka ye ho bombodin asa obe share video yi be man saas ne de nchia kase ma Denver fo nyina omu follow aye Kwamet TV yeda mu nyina ase mo comment ne mu biara eba bia ye hu nyina mo say ya be like through Facebook yaba be friends ni nyina yeda mu nyina ase ewo mo supporter mo de ma aye Kwamet TV enti sa brade na kyerse mehu se amanfo aye crowd train the Reverend and then me person makasa bebre na eneno ade asronko a wahehye ede amaye no ode abraye nti sa brade meja mu ede ama na watwa enadwumadie ni so also the positivity with Rev.D and Adjei so atiase ti beda spebre
ko ye we de that's so ye beda tifo so as say ene nyame aye adom na wo hia ye wo line so said the mekan the program no asase ni nyina na botaye ni se ye be ni be 25 minutes na ame ya adoma. If you have questions you are free enough to bring it because aya na ye penisa say the last week you say in America kra e answer some of the questions by nene dear ba kwa me person me train agency so it's very short. May be careful of excuses. Be careful of excuses. Now, mechanics are now me share said the amount for see a casafa excuses. Excuse the bad in some mechanic tree in some fine me. Now, because me mammy, yamush me, na me did say, yes, any other for a bit dear. Say, oh, by your program is so chair. Your program nina no test that they be a kind near Didi Juma, Numbers chapter 13. Numbers chapter 13. Inti the program no no one did juma almost every time bia. Inti you can yache inti me come chinama kan verse 25 no. At the end of 40 days they returned from spying out the land. And they came to Moses and Aaron and to all the congregation of the Israelites in the wilderness of Paran at Kadesh. They brought back word to them and to all the congregation and showed them the fruit of the land. And they told him, we came to the land to which you sent us, flows with milk and honey, and this is its fruit. Yet the people who live in the land are strong, and the towns are fortified and very large. And besides, we saw the descendants of Anak there. And for one of the critical issue, and I go back is verse 28, almost a very good report about, but report carry a DBA friend is excuse. Nanso ebi ewom na enyumre said ebeboa ye na mintimi nya a good key word for excuses no. I will just call it nanso. Now this expression excuses no is something that is so much associated with negativity. Idea enye Adjei ana ebata ho. Now, Emma, very serious for our discussion today. Now, I said the person will be bizarre question in straight away. Now, I just go on to some of the comments I want to share with us. Said the buyer a bit to me. I show you who ye free excuses. We jumam debia we offer excuse. Ya worry mu ye offer excuse. And ye be a ye be a moi. A babuaya maya drubu tayasa for a dinyankopon person ye drew no. We always have excuse. Everybody has an excuse. Kwajona me call me your friends have final selections. So of course of the my watch exams you know. Any partner a pass and Dawson. So you go for connectional interview, no. Any friend final selection now. And you say be a Trinity still meet me for nipa 30. Now say nipa 150 now for a pass yeah. They have also almost on it so. And that day no na. Me white shirt na minim what happened. I'm saying me dry mu kakra ansa na me dia kwa akra na so beto na me di mirika na me koti kukoniwa.
Oh
na me obi a me free Kumasi call interview akra you be shoe because you have to be in black suit and everything. It was crazy na me suffer panika. I say hey, papa me bro, so how can I go or can send be. Now it's a word that I told my coma so now me abom bra all this while I've been in ministry. Also, story need be good. They will take your story, but they cannot consider you. But what did they make you say?
yeah.
Oh, now my presiding mission, presiding. My qualifier and social I was supposed to come for the interview, and Matiko Koniwa, Menaya me minti mimba. You take your story, or because oh sorry, Kafra. I mean ka homeboa. You then say next year, now about because out of about 120 year pass you could mu 30 no. Won't mean for Koniwa no any excuse. So sometimes excuses are very genuine, I know, but there is this negative aspect of excuses here. So your excuses here, your lifestyle, it pushes us back from what God wants us to do. And to be sure, from the beginning of our discussion, and some are not tribes, about 10 or 11 of them or more canon. It was genuine because almost we saw the sons of Anak. So what share the ancient days in the sons of Anaka. We are simply talking about Goliath once. It is a say I fed this on Anak man was Goliath for no so. So they had a good excuse. But sometimes the fact that your excuse is right and excuse is good enough doesn't mean that you should use it. Especially when God is pushing you to overcome something. We should be so much careful of excuses. No. You have an excuse. And then I'm in this team, I ever be seen hono. I dear back when you met my dreams, so me yamu shame pa is that Jesus had an excuse. Ebeyanka mabonsi in free me sonko. Mewa Nancy Nyawope. So he had a very good excuse. Whatever reason why he said that would be a good excuse. Yet, besides the excuse that he had, he was still ready to fulfill the will of God. And that is what positively minded people want to do. They will always rise above the excuse. They will play as Mienubia or Mobile Barcelona. Now, one of them, one of these two, no, your friend is Messi. The other one, your friend is Neymar. Now, Omienu Nimbo pa. Now, the other a one Messi who a man and dance song is that say Messi krabo na okoshe go na. And found when said you will see a channel city. As long as say channel and fanem to form no, he will try as much as possible say or the born to atenemu. But the other colleague knows to be changing no. But one thing that footballers observe about Neymar they say almost don't who can no. Now at all. So one thing that will make Messi so great is that even though he will have the excuse or then to form because he has a target or be seen a new or person will achieve. And that is how positive minded people they live their life. Beloved, I just know that your excuse is genuine. I know. Meaning all of us, our excuses are genuine. Ebi entro there, but nyago kodron kanchro. Ebi owa ankasa ana wom pese wo be ya de kodia nyame pese we. I know. But be careful of excuses. This is how somebody defines excuses. Excuses are just reasons that substitute for desired results. Reason be results are a wase yenya. Results are ye pese yenya no. Ye di ebesha nemu. Say, uye layman na se wote this definition uye munsho. But let's go back to Numbers chapter 30. And the Israelites almost desired results, and they say, "Yeah, that is the plan now. That is the project. That is a promise as a for So there was a big result. There was a miraculous result that was so much evil. But because we have an excuse. In that way, now they are achieving the excuse instead of achieving the land. Temase. So their excuse is genuine. Their excuse is good. Their excuse is correct. But when you lean towards the excuse, you are achieving just the excuse, And what you are achieving now, your friends, excuse now, what create you are using it to substitute that desired result, and it is very dangerous. So what you could have accomplished, what they are doing, and now you are accomplishing the excuse. Let us be very, 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 very mindful of excuses, because it is the only thing that we gain when we substitute it. We substitute the desired result with it. We need be before phobia and frame. Or see, they may take many forms, come in different guesses, and appear justifiable. Say they make an excuses may appear justifiable, but they are charlatans that mask the lack of performance. It mask. You can mask at say corona about what's mask. A kata or lack of performance. So the enkawasa way na went me no. What the excuses na kataso. And they say one yakura. Habitual excuses make for bad relationship, resentment, stress, conflict, and mistrust. It's they be say ye towards excuse. They be towards excuse now. Or say it creates bad relationship. They be a kobompaye. What you be a excuse. They be a no homa. Who will be their excuse? So your relationship is dying because you always have an excuse. And so one of the causes of bad relationship are your excuses. Te to me dia me peso obiaba. But to me ni ano na ekodum pepeso wo say I have an excuse. Meaning say nkomo aye di obi timasia. So excuses are one of the dangerous things in life. Now, topic here, I said, I'll just give you time to ask questions because next week, we'll just look at some type of excuse. And here might be a kick excuse any maso. Number one, I say, my brabo, more excuse. We're looking for excuse. We are looking for excuse. We will be killing relationships. Incrophobia and kawasanko ya brabo mu. Engrophobia and kawasi enyo mutu anamombino. Afei no ombe brande ye. Oh we die sa not here. We die oh excuse we die dam royare. We die dam no say. We die dam no say. And it creates that platform, that room for bad relationship. For bad relationship. Yen share who ye were excuses home. Na emboa. I say excuses also causes resentment. It causes stress. They be excuse. It puts you in a stress situation. Now, so because it causes stress, the person or children answer, I'm funny say, me yesuku ni. I do mrasa was a mission there. Me de mrewum I am me who excuse. According pempensu a meturan social, then it puts a lot of stress on me. May I brand here messiso. I don't pempensu a was anka me shas yes me sit down be. Nyamya ya dum wato me nsem kakraba. Oh me ya bofra meboa. Me nyandru baby ha. Me ntwena me nya 40. Life begins as 40. Me party kakra. Every time now you're 39 no. I'll be 40 mu. It puts a lot of stress on you.
Mm-hmm.
It puts a lot of stress on you. Whenever you become somebody who always have an excuse, know that you are building your life towards stress. Towards stress. Your uncle bebre wa omu ye adwuma na nke mu ye. Na nka wasan ko mu siesie homa daachi. Now, so because they think they have good excuses, me kind is what you say, or say they may appear justifiable. That is my point. Your excuse is justifiable. But I will say, he is putting down the excuse no one is saying. But the negatively minded person, idiot, he will still hold on to excuse, and substitute that desired result with the excuse. It is very dangerous. So a bit through where the result is needed, you will put stress on yourself. Ube wuntem. Also, because the entire nipa bebereko pension wuntem, they say they don't plan for their pension because they have a lot of excuses. They have a lot of excuses. Your examination, we don't plan towards it because we have excuses. We don't plan for it because we think that we have excuses. When you try to live with the excuses that you have, no matter how justifiable it is, note that you are leading yourself towards stress. The other issue, they say, it creates conflict. Today, be our excuses, baby, Anna. I didn't talk about. Mama can't say me, you say, Aquapia, Aquabro, Debbie, Aquano, Aquabro, no, but Debbie, Aquabro number. Wait, Coquia Boadam, Coquia Boaneca. That will buy an. They say, I didn't mirror Debbie, I know Aquabro no about a share. Would you owe me Cobro, me banner memboa, oh, Nanya Miasi? So me excuse or they two also akoburu and say oba omono enti wonder nyame ase. Sometimes these things that we say, we just say them to make fun. But when we create a lot of excuses in our life, we create conflicts. And because there was a way and one yet. And a nippon soon we are involved with whatever arrangement, you know. Then the end the opposite way and it creates conflicts. The last point that all can want to say, my images have hinted it, or say it creates mistrust. Ebeka krayenji wundi biem. Anka mpempen so pa anka wumpa kura anka waye wanju say wait ya ma ye krado seme ye no ye mfa sa adwuma ne ma. But we don't trust you. You have become undependable. Ya de ho to so enye ye. Because you always have an excuse. You always have an excuse. Onko ade bia wo excuse. Eti ye chance say ye chiche position ye chiche adwuma na. Ube say o see ma we maybe 5 hours, ma we 10 hours. Ube say ma 2 hours because you nim say wa no excuse that. But a being pokrana at the later time no de nanka ube present ka obeye. But obi e ma kwan say ye. Obi a or your boss be no open adwuma yi no. It gets to a critical time that you become so much mistrusted to the extent that want me funny hontos. And that is a sign of negative people. And that is not the kind of people that we want to raise on this platform. I don't create excuses. Next week we'll just try to see some of the ways excuse oriented people are so we'll read the text once again. But the next me see usubimna mama kwa mu obisa question. The metro one answer we should be very careful of excuses. We should be very careful of excuses. And I make sure who say excuses they appear in different forms. And I'm saying next week and they most of the time appear justifiable. Most of the time. I just said you would atro, and I'm said that creative baby. A be I am be an autogu so, but I can't bet media. So it is justifiable. Most of the time, your excuses are justifiable. Here the tutu ni penyans and ni penim dia, it is justifiable. However, this is the definition or the word excuse. Or see, it is the substitute for the desired goals. And I make us say, you kind of try saying now, we are show. But Okasa, your person was chilling and say, the anka was a one sakano. And now I'm saying, what excuse him to know? I find the one you know your excuse, no. So you are replacing your blessing with the excuse that you have. And it is very dangerous. You are replacing your promotion, your glory. The anka was a year Cassiano. I say, you know. And now you are living with the excuse, And so you are losing all the great things that God has planned for you because you have a justifiable excuse. And so many years to so the example the mount. And because of that, what happens? He has an excuse. But he would have lost the glory. Minumi enu pro kan kayira kababia ni nam kra de kanyamini ni media nan kanyo ya me na ajimi moja bi na akasa. And so whenever we live in the confines of excuse, near the excuse, the problem is that we are replacing our desired results with that excuse. And the excuse becomes all the things that we have. And I make a choice say, excuse me, it becomes the mask of your performance. Ebeyen katani mubia, de ube tumia ye, and duma nyamidi adum bia no excuse no ba bekata so. Because now so what excuse into your performance now has been restricted. You are not using your ability. Last week we can say you're making use of our ability. Me just say you can want them. It is a my excuse need now move the excuse begin to mask your gift, your talent. de nyame dia mu no o kataso o kan de ase because you have a justifiable excuse no sa excuse na be mask. It is a corona bro bishop mask who say who na no kataso. So one of the things that can mask your potential and your performance and your gift and your talent is the excuses that you have. Put those excuses away. And I'm going to say, put 2 excuses away now. The problem is number 1, no, it destroys our relationship. I say I tell my uncle, I say I worry, say me for. They be a one excuse, they be a one excuse. I say for it creates resentment. Now, a man for crab food. I feel a distress they told that because the thing that you should have done now, no, one yet, and now the excuse be katato. And the bedroom, no, now feel no, I am stressful for you. And I'm because a creative conflict. I didn't talk all day ever. Then the last thing I said, they said, if you mask your performance with excuses, also you create mistrust for yourself. A man for you win the that's 70 million. But you are not available. You are able, but not available because you always have an excuse. So, now on Dumbo, so that as we try to live as positive-minded people, no, yema excuse and kata your performance. So, yema excuse and replace what we are supposed to achieve. Yebetimi akoye nimu. Now when you be no or de adom ye no. Yes, Abeka. Next week, I will be talking about forms of these excuses, and that is very common to us.
Okay, yeah, that's a bit Sabre, a team for any Asha for Sadia, Rev.D can kind, all comments and questions are welcome. It is Sabre, Mr. Mode comments and questions ever. So far, Miaka said, me. But then Chiaka Siani Asaka Sebama, a team for any Asha for Omoshe anasa omutie wo committee we sisi ayeda obi biara asese abrenya brenya amunya emre ebekan ho meden chakase ebema aye Josephine Echampon sanso na koma aye dakwa ekoma nana Virginia sanso na koma aye mame akua nipa ameya Mesra says, oh, swa, my young fellow presence, just a high message, and I said, Bibia won't hurt. Inti Yadamasibre said, the Bia Mutaya, Chinamo share, Jumadi so. Yo, Reverend, I know, sir, Sabre, you'll be bisa, same way, say. Inti Wakasaf about excuses. Inti you'll be bet me bisa, say. Do we have genuine excuses?
Okay. And me train agency so nyina say you can't excuses now. Certainly there were 2 types, where they justifiable and there were justifiable excuses. Paper what I say. And whatever I'm saying, sometimes I'm saying to cover something. I remember I went to a meeting and a committee was supposed to present a report. And the chairman said, if we will come to committee we report. Now, chairman of that committee, also they drew her many baby and mechanical. Committee meeting. And so the whole project, it's a big meeting to discuss and to move the foundation forward, Sebio will be unjustifiable excuse, and we just had to go back and come again. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? There are so many excuses to be a lie, a intro. But I know titular American one says here. The American one says here is that when that excuse is justifiable, but you can still overcome it. That shows that you are strong. That shows that you are a positively minded person. It's excuse now. We want to justifiable. They to nipa nyansa nim nipa nim die mu die nipa because oh dear one yakura enyashi. But what we show more, and then now we and the excuse, maybe you can use 30 minutes to finish it up and go and do what you have to do. But Obi that 30 minutes now they better finish it up no. Or better now the better 3 hours there. Not the enke was or ye titru no one kwankoye. And that is what we want to speak against today. That let us not make the excuse a substitute for our desired results. It may be justifiable, but one share, the more you are enhancing that excuse, you are using it to substitute what you are supposed to achieve.
And then I just Ukasamu Emma meet me who say excuses bet me say wonema.
Bet me answer wonema.
Bet me answer wonema. Excuses bet me ama impempen so cry be say udu abrabo mu kra no undu. Nti bibia I think say ehun hia say ye behwe ne yi. Na from anyway saying who say excuses ya dey cry say ye yi free abrabo. Yeah, excuses yeah blame games edu baby me fancy couples cry na wo ho no mo we na ye we ntin man say we na ye say ntin man say and even community bia ye hu ye humom asemasi can say ntin man say teachers time bia na your life we giving excuses, but I think say an adwumadie no bibia aboa ana say ebeboa na se nyina ye be twe ya dwena free excuses ho near facing issues here. I think say but I may use this opportunity not just messages kakra aba no marking kind. Okay, set dakwa or say quite a good topic today. Sorry. Quite a good topic today. I remember when Reverend Dan wanted me to take charge as a caretaker in my society, and I was given so many excuses, but now it has really helped me after taking up the charge, which has pushed me even to become a quarterly meeting secretary in my circuit. Not just a it's not just a and then I'll be motivating growth when then I'll be crunch some and then I'll be pushing growth to their limit.
I think it was about 5-6 years ago. I remember this issue. Why God is doing great things with him as he took over the church.
Sir. And okay, Mami Kenipa and a senior Frank B. Asari, thanks so much for joining. Obi Biara Owosibia, you can just send a hi. Sorry,
Senior Francis, God bless you.
Amen. And Reverend, and that topic, and I think sir, a mood. Now say yenina yebesheni ya ebeboayen ama even a free situation be at media compempen so be this is that kind of ebema ye way how do they call it, so and ke be replace and share with excuses and no boayen ama yet me stay positive and anya sana o patche
me person me say they are positive minded he tries to work around the excuses, no matter how justifiable it is.
Okay.
Never sure what I say.
Yeah.
And what they Caleb to Tunkro for doing one. They had the excuse. Caleb also knew about it, but was say we are much able. So it doesn't mean the excuse is not there. The excuse is there, but we can still do something about it. Hey, Senor, God bless you. And the excuse in it, but what can I do about this excuse so that it will not restrict me from attaining what I'm supposed to attain? And then I say, my God bless you. I say, I won't pop it back a crack.
But I say, me ofa Emmanuel Mensa, but I say, bebre, me ofa Sabre or Hackensaka or Shayen. And I say, an edumadi ayesha, a de ama obibia. But I say, your questions and comments are welcome. Bian church, Reverend Church, or question be and answer BBR, all those questions and answer comment are welcome. But I think that's our idea. Who say, and will we say excuses? lazy people and they use excuses to while away time and answer bibisa.
Well, I wouldn't use the word excuse. Lazy.
Lazy, okay.
Sometimes, we give the excuse, to maybe to take a rest or to whatever. We may need it. But I think that I thought the best way, is to be truthful and don't cover up. And see, it's a minute where one moment who say, "My prayer, I need time to rest." Then I know, say, you are not covering up anything. But what cover and throw the above cover up. Then at the end of the day, I realize, it wasn't true. And that is what is leading to mistrust. And sometimes, genuinely, you may need time to do one or two things. Be truthful, be frank enough. And yes, I would the excuse better, it will lead you to a time of faith, and why we're ready to do it, not trust, or you have killed it because you were not truthful.
Okay. Yeah, that's the brain. This our brain a tier for any asher for our brain. A comment be biara Maya. Na Reverend. Now what we are yesimu. A foot to obey. And I'll be in terms of excuses. Not just say you better who be free excuses. Only you be making sure certain be you be push it through. Now you my excuses. Mbedi enim. Na emetna ya de papa biso.
Okay. And baby, I think that I have said this before. Corona, I know you're doing. We are admonishing, saying in your home cry and say, share mask, now yemfa and cover your honey, yemfa and cover whatever it is, And so as we try to wear the mask to protect ourselves from corona, that we should put off the mask that is called excuses, so that our abilities will not be covered. Ghana said the best me chilling and say, or children na make kind of once my summer work and say, you put you on excuses, that and say they kata your abilities, they kata your domach so. Because what put you on excuses I could do in temper, so be you are not trusted any longer. And it doesn't mean you are not able. You have the gift, you have the talent, but people will not give you the platform because they know that you are a person who is full of excuses. And so please put off that mask called excuses. Say the bear emrebiana. I was a waduma chedi. I was a de nyamidi diomuno dead. A bit me are dead in any penina ayen shira egumu. It means now watching. Put off the excuses and let your abilities, your performance come out, so that it can bring you to where you are supposed to be. Amen.
Amen. Sabrina, not just yada asibebre. I know, sir, and their questions are nanso nipa abasopa ntina just say omatie no asopam. Na I know, sir, if we sabre koi ye be yusu and then chire na yede aboye bra because yenim say ebeka yen ho a ebetimi ama yakoyenim ewo abrabo no nti we de na kyerɛ sɛ megina atiefo ne ahwɛfo nyinaa anam na yɛde aseda kɛseɛ ama wo sɛ adwada bia wonya emre de mayen close to an hour yɛka nyinaa ne sɛ awurade enhyira wo na ɔma wo nimdeɛ na wonyansa no ɛnyɛ kɛseɛ because sɛ de yɛhu no every week bia na emu yɛ den na ɛkɔ n'anim nti awurade ɛnyɛ no kɛseɛ paa na kyerɛ sɛ yɛn a yɛbɛba dwumadie yi so dwumadie no atumi ayɛ nhyira kɛseɛ de ama yɛn na mɛgyina ɛyɛ atiefoɔ ne ahwɛfoɔ nyinaa anan mu na sɛdeɛ reverend ɛkaeɛ no corona no ɛsan akɔ soro bio mu momma yɛnhwɛ yɛn ho so yie na bibi biara enso akoyie de ama yɛmpɛ sɛ obi biara yɛbɛte asɛmbɔne biara nti deɛ yɛka nyinaa no na mɛgyina ɛyɛ aboafoɔ nso anan mu no yɛde aseda kɛseɛ ama ɔmo ɛyɛ KTA mobile ɔmo sɛ dan keeping technology affordable saa berɛ bro nyaba abɛdu if you for air per phone, if you for air per BB, make sure say but more than on Sabaka a KTA mobile phones nibi. Also then keeping technology affordable. Any Ghana in design yeah, it's been approved by FDA. US Hanum International as Metias yes phone edimupa. Into the air canyon and Sabamodian Sam Sabaka be sounds near the Asraka Science Apex 10. Almost they're making farming sexy again. Making farming sexy again. It has like a science I am models designs. Say custom bold and classy. Custom bold and classy. Fashionable bow ties, neckties, marks, and near bebre. And check not just ne concept be and so ever outer. And on the more pet dressing, no so what you say. Pet dressing, the person who peer baby who say yes, a brandy and no one. I'm a say, models designs, a whole packer, or mode eba, models designs, a whole packer, or mode banty, a BBA, message say, watch out, ABR by December, say a rade. Emma BBA we pay models designs collection on ebeba. Yada sibebre. Sabre and I just said the last message from me for her Emmanuel Manson. Too much excuses isn't good. It helps you to lie. Okay, yeah, that's my brain. It's Sabre and I just said anybody a crack of commercials. And this a month and can be and not just a more money abema imposona I mean awake any clotte aka St. John. Not just a minimum aiding crasasna. Yankasaya papa Yankasian Bema Yankasaya Nana. I have Rev.D and Adjei. I think somewhere in the studio. Yankasia papa Yankasian Bema Rev.D and Adjei. Yada celebrate Tiakofa commercials here by and I just say one tea and Kabi one Jumadiana and Yadiba Avi and Yadamas. I wanna share with you, and you can share with me. Come, let's share together. Oh, KTA Mobile, KTA Mobile. Technology worth sharing.
It's the future.
Agona milo, Ghana tall, a fiacla mamau, Agona minya Ghana vajoy, and ya Garavado Ghana, a Gavado low, a Gavado Apex 10 fertilizer booster, a Gavado Ghana vohe, Agbled the Locklama Shama here, Gavado Ghana vohe, Apex 10 fertilizer booster, a chicken Bagwara Kamala vohe, not Quakoro, Kuchachojia, a Kuchachona Dolak Palak Bantohi, not Chaku Gohare, I got Donalacho, but Malako Dover Ghana, Mashama Trawela, Operation Feed Yourself your ball. I got truck bonahi. Apex 10 fertilizer booster. Akakafo. Anyara bonava garahi. Agblada de avi vimala. Ne ajibe anya fi antakpo Apex 10 fertilizer booster la. Antayo number afiahi. 0552 505 723. Adola blochin la yaji 1609 227 8043. Apex 10 fertilizer booster. Anyara bonava gana. Agblada de avi vigala. Show red ball.
Ghana fue yedie na bayo yedie na bay Apex 10 fertilizer booster aya purely organic efrasa asimu ene de mass no obo ade ensa no pe na menu akayo se wudro bia nim enti se ode yafu a anya ade aduaba no anase wo a wudi no benya soso bia na chese be ma kwaye aye dekorate kane no a ebe fa na tuma pa e de afra na de ma Apex 10 edan so kra de se ene ma no wadua na ewuo na flowers ni aduaba na etiti godo agya wadwo a se wudi Apex 10 kanu a ene tese magic no ebe ye prom fe na aso aba bebre ahwadi mu pa etise no kwiafo ebenya sika ene anigye awo mabra bomu a na utimi se enya sam keto akora Apex 10 e mammo piafo apanifo monfre ahoman na monje nchiremu ya ehye medie 0552 505723 ana plus 160 922 78043 Apex 10 fertilizer booster piao mama fiaduma ayani kapa.